Let's now talk about chess and the mastery of Soviet-era players, especially Anatoly Karpov and Garry Kasparov, features high on the recall list. The Russians still have the most number of grandmasters in the sport, but newer pastures are emerging. India is witnessing a chess revolution with a breed of exciting teenagers spearheading the movement. Take a look.
Doma Raju Gukesh, Nihal Sareen, S. Pragnananda, Adiban Bhaskaran, Ronak Sadhwani. 4 teenagers, 1 veteran. This is the Indian team that won bronze at the Chess Olympiad in Mamallapuram in the Indian state of Tamil Nadu. The young guns finished just ahead of the India A team, which featured a much senior lineup. It's a reflection of India's chess revolution.
It's a really great thing for us that we are celebrating Azadi Ka Mahotsav and we have 75 grandmasters. In fact, the torch also went to 75 cities. It is great thing for Indian chess. Not only chess, for Indian sports, we have 75 grandmasters in our country. And a lot of them are young, very young.
No longer is Indian chess about Viswanathan Anand. The Madras Tiger blazed a path of glory in an unfamiliar sport, challenging the Russian and Soviet bloc domination. Anand was the first Indian to become a grandmaster in the sport of 64 squares. Today, that number stands at 75. At the turn of the century, India had just 3 grandmasters. But that's when the Anand effect kicked in. Anand's 5 world titles in the classical format blew away the mystique that surrounded the sport and provided belief to a new generation who had a hero to idolize. The first decade of this century saw 20 Indians become grandmasters. That number rose exponentially to 44 over the next decade.
After 1998 and 2000 FIDE Congress, they made the norms a bit easy. One wouldn't have to go to different countries, and as a result, all over the world, from around 300 grandmasters by the end of 1997 or 98, we now have over 2,000 grandmasters. So the number has increased, but I must say that India has multiplied much faster than the rest of the world, which means that the world is creating grandmasters, but we are doing it at a faster pace.
Not just at a faster pace, they're also garnering grandmaster titles at an age where most of their peers in other sports are entering age-specific tournaments. Data shows that more than 800 million people play chess at various levels, with only the elite achieving grandmaster status. Gukesh, Pragnananda and Sadhwani have all achieved that status before turning 14. That's Carlsen-esque, with the sport's reigning king having achieved his title at the age of 13.
I think the chess playing engines, because there was a time when players had to struggle and analyze for hours to find out a correct move. And even the top players were not exception to that. And you see a large number of players who are able to take help of this technology and learn the tactics of the game very fast. They are very bright in kingside attack and say 2 or 3 years of experience. And that's why we see so many players above 2650 and 2700, a fantastic crop of future world champions we have.
The COVID pandemic led to a surge in online chess and tournaments, with Magnus Carlsen himself taking the lead in putting the sport out there for younger players. Pragnananda has beaten the Norwegian twice this year in the rapid format.
Magnus Carlsen, the world champion, loses to 16-year-old.
Gukesh and Sareen took down higher-ranked opponents at the Olympiad on their way to individual gold medals.
The online was very important and it was a huge success. More than 25,000 players played in our national championship. I think it was a wonderful idea and it was a great thing for chess that we generated so much interest online chess.
As far as India's team goes, there are so many young players, and now they're exposed to high quality competition even from the age of 6. Earlier it was not so. And even with this high competition, they're able to take on, people from across the world, and even online chess amid the pandemic has increased their exposure. With this kind of talent and this kind of opportunities, Indian chess is only set to grow, and there will be more and more champions produced from this country. From Chennai, this is Siddharth MP. WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.